Hi, my name is Micha Powell. I am a New Balance athlete and I run the 400 meters for Team Canada. I was a part of the 4x4 Commonwealth Games gold medal team in Birmingham in 2022, and this year I am aiming for the 2024 Paris Olympic Games.
What's your favorite type of workout?
Ooh, okay. My favorite type of workout probably going to be a tie between speed endurance and intervals. I do love intervals because, you know, it's a good lung burner. I have a cross-country background, so that's something that I feel like I have like some good experience with. So yeah, I would say those two.
Speed endurance, that is something I rarely ever hear from a sprinter.
I know, I'm a weird hybrid. Like, you know, I'm really like a long sprinter because I look forward to the pain for some reason. I don't know. But the short speed days, it's just so technical and I still have so much to work on. So I think I'm a little bit critical of myself on those days.
Yeah, what's your favorite song before a race?
Praise the Lord by A$AP Rocky. Must before a race.
What's your favorite meal pre-race?
400 meters, if it's in the morning, definitely oatmeal, banana, just going down nice and easy. I'm not gonna come back up. But if it's in the afternoon or evening, then I'll probably have like a chicken sandwich, just something again that is gonna give me some nutrients but won't push me over the edge.
How about post-race meal?
We're gonna have some bolognese. We're gonna do some, maybe actually even like some Thai food. I love a good Thai food. I love carbs and beef, anything in those categories.
If you could be great at any field event, what would you do?
Long jump, because my dad, yeah. But if it was a throwing, I would say shot put because Sarah Min is awesome and I'd love to compete with her.
Okay, what's your favorite piece of New Balance gear?
Oh, okay. Obviously, shoe wear, we're gonna do the spikes, the SD spikes, but then clothing, I'm gonna say any of the like 3/4 crop top running sports bras. They're my favorite.
What's your favorite track memory?
Probably my PB still, because I ran it just right after a thunderstorm and it was really wet, and I remember I was in lane 8, so if anybody gets lane 8, remember you can make a lot of magic happen in lane 8.
That's where the men's world record
That's
took
it,
place
exactly,
as well, yeah.
the Endicott, you got it. I broke my school record in lane 8 and I remember crossing the finish line, running 51, and I was like, oh my gosh, everything hurts, but I'm so happy. So that was amazing in individual, and then definitely for Canada on the relay when we won gold at the Commonwealth Games, because it was a lot of controversy and we were just like, wow, we got an international medal, so that was epic.
And what's one career goal that you have for track?
Oh my gosh, definitely being on the Olympic podium. After hearing the anthem play in the Commonwealth Games, it was just so, it's like, you know, they don't tell you what that's going to feel like because you have to go through it, and I would love for that to happen at the Olympic Games because that's just the biggest stage.
How'd you get involved with like universities, colleges, and how'd you go about getting scholarships?
Once I started to feel like track and field could take me far and my times were coming down, I felt like, you know, I'm going to reach out to schools in the States, and I got Maryland, who was interested in me, and I just loved how they were really like actively looking out for me and wanted me to join their program. And I think that was what made the situation so much easier, just having like a school that was putting the effort in. The coaches is obviously the main thing that was a standout. Like Coach Valmon, he's a 4x4 former world record holder, and so he knows his stuff. So when it came to the 400, I just put all my faith in him. I didn't question, you know, the volume. At first I was like, how am I going to do this? But then every year, you know, it gets easier and easier, and it's good. It's like you always have to put yourself out there if you want to go to a good big school. But I think it's worth it because that's where you realize like your potential is like so much bigger when you put yourself in races where you're racing against people who are running like incredibly fast times, because then it just makes you want to run faster.
What do you got there?
All right, so I just took out my SD New Balance fuel cell spikes, and I've been wearing them for the past year now. I love them. I find that I have a pair for my training and then one for my racing, just so that like if one pair starts to maybe not feel as like tight, then I have one for my race day. But honestly, these spikes like have held up so long, and I'm notorious for keeping spikes for a long time, but I'm really happy that like New Balance has spikes that I find works for the 400, just because again it has support. So because I'm on the ground for so long, or like, you know, going around a whole turn, it doesn't feel like at any point I'm dragging my feet, which is really nice.
What was your favorite New Balance kit?
Ooh, I have to say it must have been the 2022 kit. Funnily enough, I wasn't actually on the roster yet, but they did send me the kit, and it had every color of like a perfect sunset, you know, and I was like, wow, when you walk on the track, people know you're here, you mean business. I think anything that really has either bright colors that make you stand out, or is a full bodysuit, and kind of reminiscent of those 80s days, so when my mom had her full body. And I'm like, you guys were bold. They knew they were gonna be there and like put on a show. So today, what Coach Rosey has sent me is some short speed work today. So we're gonna be actually getting the box for the first time. Really excited. I had a tibia injury for the past 3 months, and now I'm officially cleared, which is so great. So we're doing 330s and 350s, I believe. In between the 30s, I have 3 minutes. In between the 50s, it's like 5-6 minutes, just depending on how the legs feel. And the goal today is really to like push and project and build all the way through that first 30 meters, because this is how I think about my first 30 of my 400. So I'm not holding back, and then when I move out to 50, it's that feeling again of like I'm really pulling myself through the 50, and it's just like I keep accelerating, but I'm staying really nice and strong in the core. And then we're gonna do some weights. That's short speed.
Did you say you were writing a book?
Yes, I am. Yep. It's called Sprinting Through Setbacks. I'm really proud of it, and it's a collection of 11 of my races that have all taught me really great, important life lessons, and have taken with me throughout my career. And there's some highs, there's some lows, and it's really for, you know, young adults, for anyone really who's just felt like they didn't really belong at one point, whether they're in sports or in school or at work. Like they have something to fall back on to realize like, okay, I am making progress towards my goal. And, you know, Micha's career has not been like a straight line, and that's what makes it more, I would say, interesting and more exciting, because you never know like how far you can end up. 2, 4, 5, open. 2, 4, 5. I think this is just the point you get to when you've been running track for 10 years. It's like, you gotta have fun with it. You gotta bring your own flair to it. I do feel like the better though I feel, like the better I run, just because I feel really put together. I feel like, okay, I know that if I had enough energy to put this coordinating pieces together, I know I can sprint fast. I'm really excited to just go right through and crash into the mat. That's when I know I run really fast. Yes! Oh my god, that was fun. I probably should mention that my favorite thing about track is when you make it to the international scene, just like all the different countries that you get to go to and the different people you get to meet, just because I love traveling and like experiencing different cultures, and the fact that, you know, we don't get a lot of time when we're at a track meet, but, you know, you get to go to places like, you know, Serbia and Hungary, places that I've never, you know, even thought I would ever be able to see. And people are always so welcoming, and it's just like, it just gets you sometimes out of your bubble.
Where was your favorite place that you've gone, just like community, culture-wise?
I'm biased, so fun fact about me, I speak Italian, and I went to Italy. They were just so sweet there, and they fed me the most delicious pasta. And I remember being like, wow, having pasta and pizza in Italy is so different than having it at home.
So when did you switch over to your mom?
We actually worked together in 2017, 2018 when I first left university, but because of the newness of that dynamic, it was just too close. And I felt like there wasn't that separation between track practice and then home mother-daughter, you know, just like wind down time. But now we've got that dynamic down pat. She knows exactly what I need. Her being a 3-time Olympian also doesn't hurt. All right, so this is something I learned from Seamus. So we're gonna do a push and a pull exercise today, my strength. So we're gonna do cleans, we're gonna do back squat, and we're gonna finish off with some rear foot deadlifts. So it's gonna be single leg, and that's working on my my glutes, my hamstrings, just really some like nice and strong, powerful movements. And we're gonna finish off with another hamstring accessory exercise. So yeah, let's do it. Those were ugly, but we made it work.
There's actually a little bit of loose, so it's not super
It's
dry.
not too tight. There we go.
No, I went back. I slept at 12 and I went for 8, but then I went back to dude, did you have something in the morning?
Wow. Woo. Did it. That is a wrap on the workout.